Good day, fellow investors. Adyen, the situation now with the crash, is a perfect example of value investing, growth investing, and the risks when you don't think about the risks. A lot of comments, emails saying, Sven, when will you update? I did a full analysis of the Dutch stock market for my research platform, and then here is a comment on it. So, hiring new staff, new investment. Price looks good if they can meet growth estimates of 25% for the next 5 years, then following 15%. And that is what I discussed here. Really good business, high margins, good growth and everything. But when we made this valuation, I think I said that the risk is too high for the projections because you are investing in growth, and that is always an issue. I made a valuation there and look at the growth rates, 30%, 20% over a decade, and still the intrinsic value for a good return with the high multiple at the end was still below the current price. 35% growth, 25% growth, that is possible for a few years, but as you can see, not for very long time. Now, if the growth slows down, terminal becomes a little bit more normal, then you see that there is still a lot of room to crash. Of course, if it grows crazy rates and the market pays crazy rates, then you can make a lot of money. But yes, it is a great business, could be, but it is also great risk. And that is the example here, investing versus speculation. Look at this. I made a video here saying that it is too risky. Then it went from 2,000 to almost 3,000, 50% up. And then people always think, Sven, you're such an idiot. Well, I explained the risk and reward, and you have to see how it fits you. That's the reality. If we look at what's going on, so fast growth and then slow down in growth, but still growing, and profits went down because of competition and everything. The market cap is 23 billion, but even with this, the P ratio is 43, which is still depending on future growth. Now I read a little bit the shareholder letter. Yes, the industry is changing, and that is why it's very difficult to project 10-year growth for whatever you do. Even if we look at net income, when I made the video 2021, it actually doubled. So they did what the projections were, but they did it for 2 years. And that's growth investing. 10 years and 2 years, it's a huge difference. That's why this is a great example of what is value investing. Yes, we miss the 5x here, but we also miss the 80% here on these growth situations. Going forward, competition, it is coming out. I don't know whether maybe this will rebound, and that's always when something crashes like this, I always get many emails because people think, okay, this is a quick way to see this back anchoring to past prices. Maybe it can happen like with Nvidia or something, but that's not my cup of tea. I think this is more of a dream investing. I find a great business, I invest in it, it grows forever, and I have a great life. So, looking a little bit, payments group must rebuild investors' trust. For what? For having a P ratio of 200? No, 25 P ratio and work on that. So that's another 30% down from there with slower growth. So always same story there. I'm not going to buy now just because it is 70% lower or 50% lower. It is a good business if they can adjust to the competition. The competition is now much fiercer than it was 2 years ago because it was all clear seas when they did this business 2 years ago. They made money. Others come in wanting that pie. Do they have a competitive advantage? They have an ecosystem, but that ecosystem will not grow at 45%, maybe slower. GDP at some point, everything slows down. And that is the risk of growth investing. Will they grow? It's very possible. As soon as they turn that into faster growth, this will double. That is the stock. That is investors. But if they don't, this will continue to linger. As always, see how it fits your risk and reward, your investing strategy, how it fits your wealth, your portfolio. I prefer 5% dividends with some growth, and that's what makes me happy. We are all different. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.